Derek Chauvin, guilty on all accounts. The right is running scared. Donald Trump immediately put out a statement. Tucker Carlson lost it like the Joker on Fox News that night, because to them, policing is transactional. To them, policing is, we're going to tell you who the bad guys are. You're going to lock those guys up. You're not going to look at us. You're not going to look at Donald Trump, who assaults women in Bergdorf and Goodman in the back of his limousine and in nightclubs, but surrounds himself with ex-NYPD officers on his personal security team, whose son carries cocaine with Secret Service protection for the last 4 years. You're not going to look in the country clubs. You're not going to look in the boardrooms. You're going to go after the guys in the inner city, and we're going to back you up, and we're going to say a bunch of stuff like, Blue Lives Matter, and we're going to talk about the good old days in policing, right? That's changing. We're not accepting that anymore. And Tuesday was a message that cops aren't accepting it anymore either. The chief of police spoke out and said, that's not policing. That's not operational procedure. Derek Chauvin was wrong, and he's now going to pay a price. And that is making the right extremely nervous, because the last thing they really want is equal justice under the law. They don't want the law looking at them. They don't want people like Matt Gaetz being held accountable. They don't want Roger Stone and all these goombas and idiots that they use to continue to proselytize hate as a religion to people in the suburbs. And Fox News makes a lot of money off of peddling white supremacist theories, right? So Tuesday's verdict flew in the face of that. And that's got them scared, because it's a business model to them. Inequality is profitable for the right wing and for right wing media. And it's also how criminals like Donald Trump and his family can hide in the shadows for so many years. Because Trump is the tip of the iceberg, okay? He's just a big boisterous idiot, who's dumb enough to finally get caught. The rest of these guys are a little slicker, but just as criminal. And that's going to change. That's going to change when we start lifting up the rocks and looking underneath, and letting some sunlight in to the courtrooms. And that's what's happening now, and that's what has them scared.